There are two ways we could welcome a Monday into the week. We could go, oh, Monday. Or we could go, yes, Monday, brand new start, fresh, beginning, turn a new leaf. What choice would you like to make? Let's talk about this and a whole lot more. Back in a minute. Good morning. Good morning. This is Jan from New York City. Channel name Jan from New York City saves money. I really, really love helping people keep some more of their own hard-earned money. Could that be you on this bright and beautiful brand new beginning of your work week? How you doing? Hope that you had a recently nice weekend. Hope that your upcoming day is as sunny as the background in this picture. There you go. Well, we could have two different attitudes. We could wake up today and go, it's Monday. Or we could wake up today and say, you know what? This is a new chance. This is a new day. A couple of things I want to go over, and I have said this in the past. By the way, if you're brand new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're a veteran here, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for your channel loyalty. I do appreciate it. And if you're just stopping by to say hello, hello. Hope you come back one day and stick around. Thank you so much. Just want to mention to you, attitude is half the battle won. And we kind of sort of went over that last week, a week ago on Monday. And I had mentioned that, when I was teaching, that every once in a while I would reward the students because I considered it a reward to give them a little head start time work. We completed all of the tasks for that specific day, all of our lessons completed, and we had about 15 minutes to go before the dismissal bell. I would literally reward the students by giving them a chance, a heads up, a jump start to the homework. Can I tell you something? If you didn't hear that show, let me let you know this. They truly appreciated it. Now, getting back to attitude, attitude is half the battle won. But let's get right down to it about practical money keeping tips. Okay, the first thing today, say to yourself, I am not going to get into further debt today. If you're in debt, you're in debt already. Okay, that's that. You're going to work on it. You're going to dig yourself out of it. But if you're in a situation where you're teetering on the verge of considering a debt, sit down and ask yourself this question. Must I create this debt? Is this truly a want or is this truly a need? And really, just sometimes just taking a couple of minutes extra to think things through can really, really help. If you're the type of person that gets very spontaneous, with quick decisions and then look back and say, oh no, I regret that. If you know yourself that way, a good suggestion is, can you wait a day? Can you think things over? 9 out of 10, you may rethink your plan. For example, that's a practical step. Or if you're an online shopper, a lot of people say, well, I'm not spending anything, I'm online. You might be online and you may throw things in your invisible little cart there. But once you smash down that spend button, as I call it, you just spent money. And if you can afford it and it's not hurting your needs, whatever, great. But if this is something that is really going to put you in the beginning or even further down the rabbit hole of debt, so stay away from it. So practical step number one, avoid getting into debt in the first place. Next, come up with a saving or money keeping plan. Let's start basically. Let's presume you never saved, even though probably you did. But many people actually listening really didn't. So, especially for the person, and there's no judgment here, sometimes it's just learning a strategy, right? So, on this brand new work week, and that's why I'm talking about this on a Monday. Okay. I'm recording this on a Monday, the previous Monday to the actual Monday you're listening to this. Okay. So, brand new, fresh start. Literally say, on this day, I am going to save $10 practically. How? Examine your habit. Do you have to go get that $5 coffee when you could actually have it at home? This is just an example. Do you have to get the expensive bag of chips? Do you actually have to go grocery shopping when maybe in truth and in fact, you may be saving or keeping a lot more than 10 bucks? Because if you really, really examine your stockpile, your active pantry, and your actual stockpile, can you delay? Can you reschedule that grocery trip? Think of all the benefits of that. You may have so much more than you realize. Sometimes people do not realize how much they actually have sitting in their refrigerator, sitting in their active pantry. And please don't forget the freezer. Freezer is part of your stockpile too. A lot of people forget the frozen stockpile aspect. Did you ever conduct an experiment to see how long you could go without grocery shopping? I did that a couple of months back and I sailed through the month easily, an entire month. I could have gone on longer. I could have, but I didn't. I just wanted to get an assessment. Not having to do that grocery trip twice that month, that was a true savings. And I just forwarded it over to the following month's grocery bills and just find ways and find ways. Can you make up your mind, for example, on this beginning of the week because you have savings goals? And by the way, name it and claim it is very, very helpful. Okay. Sometimes people, yes, there's the bird clock again. Sometimes people, for example, just want to keep, let's say, $100 to the side for gas money, for example, putting it on the side. Sometimes people forget to do that. And then they find themselves like, oh no, I don't have gas money. No, that's never a good thing. So if you know already, these things really should be put aside, during the paycheck time, you're dividing it up. But this is real life, and sometimes people forget. Or you want to stay ahead of the game, jumpstart, right? Like the kids did with their homework. You might want to say, but I want to be planning ahead for next month's gas money. Okay. And then you find a way, for example, by cutting back $25 a week for the next 4 weeks. Let's talk about earning some money. Okay. Here's something that a lot of people, for whatever the reason, I don't know the reason, but many people overlook doing these two things that will be a forever money maker. Why? Because these things are never, ever, ever going to go away. One, people really can use quality childcare. Like maybe you might consider babysitting one night out of the week, for example. Okay. And, hey, that's extra cash. It adds up. One night a week, let's say you make, let's say you charge, I don't know what the going rate is these days, but I'm going to guess probably in the $15 to $20 range is my guess. So let's say somebody needs 5 hours of your time that night. That's a good bundle of cash. And if you could do just that one night a week on a weekend, okay, for example, times that by 4, put that away. You have not only your gas money, but maybe a little extra grocery money. People forever need childcare. Know what else people forever need? People forever need someone to help walk their dog or mow a lawn. Not everyone feels like mowing lawns, but if you do this normally and you're okay with it, maybe you could turn it into a little side hustle. You know what I'm saying? Or walking dogs. You love animals. You're good with pets. And people need that. Many people are just so busy they don't have time to properly walk their dog. These are just basic little things, can I tell you, that can change the whole month for you. Sometimes by just having an extra $150 in your pocket just changes everything. It takes the pressure off of you. Okay, just saying. So think of these things. Let me know in the comments section below if you've ever contemplated or if you're doing this now. One of my wonderful listeners mentioned to me recently that as a result of listening to these type of videos from this channel, that they were motivated to start making a little extra money with some part-time gig. And things have changed for that person in a very positive manner. I cannot tell you how much that meant to me. It just made me feel really, really good. So just imagine how much it'll help anyone else. All right, listen, don't forget, please, to come back next time to the Instant Coffee with Jan show. I really do appreciate everyone. And also don't forget to do the following. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care of yourselves and your family.